Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. It's Monday morning, we got a bunch of stuff to go over, so we're gonna get started. Alright, jumping right into it today, we got a bunch of different topics I want to cover. We're gonna recap January. How was January on eBay? We're gonna go over weekend sales from eBay. I'm gonna show you a couple different things I picked up, and we're even gonna go over Amazon sales. I've been kind of ignoring Amazon. We're gonna get into that right now. Last year I had talked about Amazon was like the lowest contributor to my overall income last year, and I need to bring that up because Amazon is a great place to resell. But they have had a few restrictions, and they kind of soured me off sending items to the warehouse. So I've been shipping everything myself that I sell on Amazon. I don't send to the warehouse anymore. I used to do that. Now I'm just keeping everything in-house and sending it myself. And it's still been working out pretty good overall. Like I said, I don't list as much there as I used to, but this year we're going to pick it up a little bit. And this weekend we definitely did that because I had 5 sales on Amazon just this weekend. I know it doesn't sound like a ton, but I don't have as many items on Amazon. I think I might have 100 on there right now. Nothing more than that. So 3 of them I actually already have boxed up, ready to go down there in that pile. So I can't show you exactly what they were, but the first one I want to tell you about, it was one of those big box toy sets that I picked up at the estate sale like a week and a half ago now. This one was the Peanuts, the 10 figure set. It was a really big box. Picked it up for, I think it was either $18 or $20. I don't remember exactly how they had that one priced. What's weird about this set, if you look on eBay, the same set you can get for $30 to $50. You can get it in that range. There was none listed on Amazon, if I remember correctly. I think I was the only one, so I was able to price mine up quite a bit. I got $159.99. If so, I think I put the pop-up, I don't know, one of these corners. $159.99 is what I got for this set. Yeah, fantastic sale. I paid $117 for everything I bought at that sale. Seven different sets. I've already sold 2 of those 7. I'm already in the profit. So every other set that I sell from that sale is pure profit at this point. So it just goes to show. Actually, if you wanted to go off eBay, buy these sets, if you can get them for $30 and $40, throw them over on Amazon and try to get a big markup. You can. I don't know how often they sell, but this set I only had listed for a couple weeks and it did sell. So there are opportunities like that to buy off eBay, flip on Amazon. I know there's a ton of products like that. I used to have one that I used to do really good on. Unfortunately, the price tanked on that item. Anyway, the 2 other items that sold, again, more good items. One was a Lego set. It was a Lego Ninjago set. I believe this one sold for $59.99. They're not on my screen over here anymore, so I can't see them unless I make a few clicks. You don't want me to make clicks while I'm talking to you. And then the third one is another item that I find several times a year, and I'm always amazed at how expensive these are. It's the Handheld 20 questions game. So it's just like a little ball on a mounted card. And yeah, this one I think sold for $52 and change within a couple days of listing. They're fantastic. They do make a version 2.0 and a version 3.0 as well as like a sports and a music version. The original sells the best, but even the newer versions sell for $20, $30, $40 a piece. Generally, you can pick these up at thrift stores for $2 to $5. Yeah, they're a great item to sell on Amazon. So had a $60 Lego set, that $50 20 questions, and then that $150 Charlie Brown set. So a great weekend of sales of stuff that I've already shipped. I've got 2 more items that sold overnight that I got to ship today. They're both back here. I just picked this up and listed it. I think it sold about the same day. These Guess Who games can do really good. They got a bunch of different themes. This one here, of course, is Star Wars. There's not a lot to these games, so they're rarely missing pieces. Look, you have 2 of these little boards here with the little doors on them. Just make sure you have all the doors. And then there's 2 little cards like this that go behind them, and sometimes you'll even have a rule sheet. That's all there is to these games. They're pretty basic and they're generally complete. It's not like you have a bunch of pieces and parts that you need to count. Now, I looked this up. It doesn't go for a whole lot, even on Amazon, but eBay, people give games like this away. They'll run an auction and get $5 plus shipping for a game. Games, I say it all the time, fixed price is the way to go for majority of your basic items on eBay, unless you have a hard to find collectible or something that's going to get a lot of buyer interest. So I listed this on Amazon, used condition, and I got $25 plus shipping. Again, it's not a huge profit, but it's an item that I bought for $3 or $1.98 actually, that I sold for $25 plus shipping. So I'm probably going to net, we'll say in that $15 range, give or take a few dollars. So definitely check them out. If you find Guess Who, check the comps, check them on eBay, but definitely check them on Amazon. It definitely helped that I was the only one. There was no new, no used. I was the only one. If I find another one, I'll probably price it even higher. But that $25 price was the highest of what the used ones had sold for in the past, so I went with it. Next one, right here, we got Cranium 2. This is Booster Box, or Cranium Booster Box 2. And all this is just more cards for the game. Now, they do give you some additional of the molding dough, like Play-Doh that this game uses. There's a good chance, because this is a little bit older, that stuff has dried up. I've sold a few of these in the past. I've never had anybody complain, but that is a possibility that if that stuff's not sealed well, it could have hardened up over time. Either way, another game that I bought for just a few dollars. Actually, I think this one was about $5.49 at the Goodwill. Possibly I used a coupon. Got a little cheaper. This sold for $39.99 plus shipping. It is a bit heavier game. It kind of has a weird box. It can't go in your standard priority mail boxes, so you're either going to have your own box or make one for it. But we got another $40 and another $25 sale to add that on top of the already good weekend sales. I like the way the trend's going with Amazon. Now we're going to flip over to the other side and go to eBay. eBay was weird this weekend. I sold, I think, more sports cards and more dollars of sports cards than I did thrifted and other type of goods. So if you want to see those sales, you got to go over to my That Card Guide channel. That's where I've been posting those on Mondays, because there's usually a decent amount. I can't remember what it was, 7 or 9 cards for a few $100 sold on there. So some good sales. You want to check those out. All the thrifted and other goods are back here. And what's weird is there wasn't a single item over $20. Kind of strange, because when I go over my January recap, we'll kind of reflect on that. Now let's get into it. First item up, we have a Digimon. This is sort of like a Tamagotchi type thing, but this brand doesn't sell for nearly as much as the other ones. I picked up 4 of these from a friend for $5 a piece, and it sold for $12.99 plus shipping. It's going to ship out nice and easy. At least all this stuff is going to ship out pretty easy. This is probably the toughest thing I have to ship today. Top Gun. Yeah, we got Mavericks. What is this? An F-14A Tomcat. Found this new and sealed at a thrift store. I believe it was a Goodwill, and paid, I think, $7 for this one. But it wasn't until I got home, cleverly hidden, or I just didn't really look. Right here, there's a hole punched in here. So I couldn't list this over on Amazon where it was going for a little bit more expensive. Because it had a damaged box and it's not like it's a rare item, I went ahead and priced mine at about the cheapest that anybody was selling for, like $1 cheaper, and it sold quickly. I just wanted to get it out of here because it was damaged. $19.99 plus shipping. So I'm not making a whole lot on this, but I wanted to get it out of here just because it's a lower priced item and my box was damaged and the other ones weren't. So still, $20. I paid $7 after fees. I will say I'm going to net $10. Not terrible. Some Magic the Gathering cards, but not the expensive ones like I sold a couple weeks ago. These are a bunch of basic land cards. Yeah, these are, if you've never played Magic before, you have to get land. That's kind of your power on how you cast your spells in the Magic game. But these are all older ones. They're all white border. Some of the newer ones have black borders on them. So I put this lot of 100 of them together. Got $10. $10 plus shipping for very, very common cards. Had a bunch of them. $10. I'm fine with that. That's literally like $10 free because otherwise nobody buys these individually. Put them out there. Free $10. It was a free $10 for me. This next one was an item I just picked up. I think it was last weekend. There was a local sports auction. I never made the video showing all the items that I picked up at that one. Somehow it just got lost in the mix of things last week. But this is an item that sold quickly after I got it listed, and I was very surprised by that because there was no comps out there. There's no real information. It was just in a pile of stuff that I got at that sports auction. Actually, I'll show you what I got that day. At least a couple things. I got it sitting right here. Look, this is really cool. This is a Sports Illustrated magazine with Mickey Mantle on it. And it says 1957 spring training. And this thing's here. I'll throw up a pop-up on this side and you'll see it. There's only two out there listed right now, and they were around $50 if I remember correctly. I paid $8 for this at the sale. Now it's in pretty nice shape. Most of the time you're going to have this mailing label on there. And always just check the spine. This one does have a fair amount of wear on the spine, but it hasn't separated yet. So still pretty good shape. Hoping to get $40 to $60 for that one, whatever the comps show. And this magazine was in this stack of programs that I bought, and I paid less than $10 for it. I don't have my receipt here handy to look and see what I paid. There was a bunch of other items, but they were kind of too damaged. Because you can see like on this Giants program, it's all crinkled and everything. And these were like the spring training little scorecards that you could buy each day. So I'll bundle like the 4 of those together to get a little sale. This is an item from my booth. We got a 1970 Sport magazine with Rod Carew on it. A 1982 Seattle Mariners yearbook. Another 77 Mariners training guide. More stuff from the 70s for the Giants. We got some from the Cubs from the 70s. A World Series scorecard. It's all the stuff like this shows up, and generally I get pretty cheaply at at the auction for my antique booth. Another yearbook. And what's the last thing here? This magazine with Johnny Bench on it. So all these little magazines will be $3 to $10 each at my booth. And then the good item was this, which I didn't really think it was. This is an artist named Terry Smith. They actually sold this little program, and it is autographed right here by Terry Smith and individually serial number. What was kind of cool about this is the guy that did art for a lot of sports cards back in the early 1990s. So let me show you. Some of you that do cards, you'll recognize these right away. They did these for like Dream Team cards and Pro Vision cards and that type of stuff. But the reason, right on the first page, try not to mess it up by bending it. Yep, we got Michael Jordan right there. So that is really cool. You got Jordan there. There's a bunch of great players in here. He did some pretty amazing art here. I'll show you one more. Let me find my favorite one of all these. Where, if I can find it. I thought I knew where it was. Right there. Bam. The man, Bo Jackson. Yeah, that one's a cool one. So this little Showtime magazine sold for $20. I threw it out there for $19.99. And it sold quickly. Maybe I could have got more for it. I don't know. I checked Terapeak. There were no history, nothing about this guy. I just kind of picked a number out of air, $20, and it sold. I'm happy with it because I'm going to make a bunch off that lot already. That was kind of like a free $20 that I didn't know that I was going to get out of that lot. So that was a long story about a $20 item, but I hope you kind of enjoyed. What else sold over here? A couple ticket stubs. I was sitting around watching football the other day, and I've had these old ticket stubs from the Arizona Cardinals versus the Green Bay Packers back in 2003. They're in bad shape. These things were probably in somebody's pocket during the game. They are crunched, they're creased, everything else. In this game, Brett Favre did throw a touchdown pass, so I listed a couple tickets, $10, and put in the title that Brett Favre threw a touchdown in this game. There's a lot of crazy collectors out there, and tickets are one of those things, and there will be somebody that's trying to collect a ticket stub from every game that Brett Favre threw a touchdown pass in, or that a certain running back scored a touchdown, or that scored a touchdown in. So if you have those tickets, they are in demand, but these ones were in such bad shape, I figured $10 was the price, and I got it. Next item, we got to scroll down. All right, this one you'll have to see the pop-up for because it shows the pictures pretty good. This is the Warcraft 3, and it's the Reign of Chaos. They made a special collector's edition box set, and it had these 4 posters, or little 8x10 posters in there. It's been in my store for quite a while. I wouldn't doubt that it's been in there a year to 2 to 3 years. I don't know. This item sold for $12.99, whopping $12.99. They were just up here on a shelf, so it's not like they were taking up a lot of storage space. I didn't really care. Eventually, somebody wanted them, and got that sale. $12.99. Gonna retire off that sale. All right, just a couple more items here. Again, like I said, they were all under $20, so they're all pretty cheap. This is another $12.99 sale. We got these Kodak Ready mounts. I used the picture in the pop-up that shows what these are. These are slide mounts, so you would get your slide negatives, put them in there, then you can put them in your slide machine and show all your friends and relatives your vacation pics. These are older, obviously probably from the 70s, would be my guess. $12.99 plus shipping. I picked this box up for $1 at the local DI. And the last item, this was one of these almost $20 items, another $19.99 sale. Vintage baseball, 1982 World Series baseball. But this one had a lot of toning on it. You can see all that yellowing. That's called toning on the ball. So this is actually new. But a lot of times, whether it's because they were handled or just how they were stored, these balls yellow or tone like this. So I had to sell it for a little bit cheaper. This was really nice. Could be a $30 or $40 ball. I got $20 for this one. So that's it. Like I said, lots of $10 and $20 sales in there, but still nice, quick and easy items for me to list and ship out. So I got 2 topics to go, and one is these weird big barware things that I've been fighting lately. I'm going to show you this first picture of one. I never showed this in a thrift haul, I don't think. Picked this up at a local thrift store. I did pay up for it. I think I paid $20 for it. It's this cool Budweiser dispenser. It holds up to, I think, 128 ounces of beer. And I put it in my antique booth. It's not really something that I wanted to ship. And I put it in there for, I think, $70. I saw them on eBay anywhere from like $60 to $100. I threw it in my antique booth or collectibles booth for $70. So even after fees, I'll still make a nice little profit on that. I mean, it's big. It's a big, tall dispenser. Never found anything like that before. And then the other day, not Bud Light again, but check this one out. I think this one's just as neat. This one is for new Amsterdam Vodka. So it looks like a big bottle of vodka, and the little spigot goes right here. I have the spigot over here. Brand new. It's still in the packaging. I set it up like this so I could show you guys. I'm going to put this in my antique booth first as well. There's only one on eBay. They're asking $100 for it. I think that's too much. There's no sales history at any price. New Amsterdam is fairly popular vodka. But again, I think I'm going to put this in my booth. We'll put this one out there for $50. And I bought this one for $6.98. Yeah, it was originally $10. They had it marked down to $6.98. So $7, but I can turn that into $50 in my booth and not have to ship this thing. That will be fantastic. But yeah, it's really cool how I found these couple barware things like that in the last couple weeks. Hit a couple milestones in subscribers this week. So I want to thank everybody that's come in, hit that subscribe button, helping support the channel. For all of you new people, and especially to everybody that's been following me through these couple of years, watching me on YouTube. I appreciate you all. My That Card Guy channel hit 300 subscribers this week, so thanks to everybody that's been going over there and checking it out. Even though the actual number is $18.99, it shows here on the screen 1,900. So we've hit another milestone. We got 1,900 subscribers, getting closer to that 2,000 number. So thanks everybody. I appreciate y'all. And the last thing I want to let y'all know is about, at the end of each month now, I'm going to kind of go over how I did on eBay for the month. Now, a couple of things with eBay. I do no promoted listings. I don't pay them to promote my items at all. I think most of my items are unique enough to where people can find them. I don't sell a lot of clothes and shoes and a lot of these other areas where you really need promoted listings so your item gets to the top of the search. So I had the best January I've ever had, actually by a pretty long shot. How much I did this month compared to the previous few years. A couple of things. I sold 202 orders in January. That is 6.5 orders per day. Last year I averaged 5.5 per day for the whole year. So I'm already up 1 order per day over the last year. So that's great. If I can do more orders, always better. And my average sale price is a fair amount higher than it was last year. I think last year I was about $36 or $37 per order. For January, $41.54. So yeah, had a really great month on eBay. Hopefully that's going to continue in February. I'm going to kind of recap each month like this at the end, just so you can kind of see how much I'm selling, and shows you that I know what I'm talking about when I'm showing you and trying to get you guys to buy some of these items. Football helmets. Go buy football helmets now. I've sold 3 of those this past week. All right, that's it for today. I'm going to wrap it up here. I got to finish getting some work done. So, all right, thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you're new. Hit the thumbs up button. And I always appreciate any comments you guys leave down below. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.